Hello, welcome to our third day session, everyone. So today is already October. We are in the full autumn here in Europe and in spring in the other hemisphere. And so today we are talking about the autumn colors. So every color, so brand ambassador has all the freedom to choose any kind of colors that remind them the autumn color, and also the late October, like Halloween, for example. And so we start with our very new set. There is autumn, the mall one. We have some. Sorry. Sorry
The mic?
Yeah,
for
already
the
muted.
microphone bell.
Okay, okay.
Here's Catherine and
And
Angela preparing.
yeah. So Giovanni is talking about this. This is the first painting that he did last time with the colors of the triads, and now and today he will talk about the sticks with autumn colors. So let's start with Giovanni. Then will be Sabine, and then Angela, Ashley, and our guest Erkin, Loel, Bennick, and Mark. And if any one of you has already another paint or is painting along with autumn colors, you can show it. And so let's go.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And remember this session for the autumn set, the new autumn season set. And remember the color is Aussie red gold, undersea green, and rose ultramarine. This is in this part. I click, I'll show it. This rose ultramarine, undersea green, and also red gold. And this triad, I created the tree and the pumpkins in the orange mode and the green mode. And now today I try to change the selection for another tips, another color, another three track mixes, but in this case I use four color and particular color ultramarine blue, ivory black, and Bart amber and undersea green. Same. Starting with the undersea green first. This is the sequence. The second is Bart amber, very light. Ivory black, very light mode, and ultramarine blue. I use these four colors in wash, wet on wet, to create another type of autumn tree. Starting with the first is undersea green, Bart amber in second, very fast mode, sketchy mode. The third is ivory black on the bottom, and the last is ultramarine blue.
Ultramarine blue is very transparent. So.
Yeah. With another effect. So simple mixing. Another mixing for the autumn, the same, is leaves, the famous leaves sequence color. Apply more zooming. Oops. On function. Okay. Perfect. In this case, I use the another stick color, starting with rose sienna, hematite genuine, and Bart yellow ochre, and create this sequencing starting with raw sienna. Second is hematite. Very good. And the last is Bart yellow ochre. Okay. And mix it all together in dry mode. Hematite second. And Bart yellow ochre last. And mix it together for create the range. And change my sequencing in wet mode. Starting with the first is Bart yellow ochre. The second is raw sienna. And the last is hematite. And create this little brownish range. Another sequence for leads, in this case starting with hematite. Very, very light. And waiting for the little granulation, little point of raw sienna. Create the texture. And the last is Bart yellow ochre. And create another effect for the autumn leaves. The last, and I cut all in my garden all the leaves, and I have a multiple color. This is a very, very light, more yellow and red, and a beautiful range of greens. Very interesting color. Okay. And the last mixing before the brand ambassador is the pumpkins sequence, but is with another triads, starting with the pyrrole orange, yellow ochre, and new gamboge. Start with this sequence, new gamboge first. Oh, the pyrrole orange, sorry. The second is yellow ochre. And the last is new gamboge. Okay. And try this mixing all together. One, two. They very, very light oranges. And change my sequence. The first is now in this case, I change a little is new gamboge. The second is 3. Now is yellow ochre. It's the same sequence, but it started from the bottom. And in this case, mixing, starting from this. New gamboge, yellow ochre, pyrrole orange. And obtain this another orange effect for pumpkins.
Really?
Okay, and this is one of my photo reference for this range with a yellow and a dark color. In this case, I use the green effect with undersea green, but the pyrrole orange and new gamboge is perfect for creating this type of orange. Okay, thank you. Enjoy your mixing.
So now we go to Sabine. Our
So, hello and hello everybody, and thank you, Giovanni, for this wonderful October show. And I think that autumn colors different in the countries, and autumn colors in Switzerland and Germany are different to Italy. And this was the first image I have from autumn. I take Peruvian red and Indian drone blue and Aussie red gold, and I mix it, and you see it's a very romantic red. You can have violets, you can have such interesting green, and I love that very much. But then I think, okay, we go deeper. And so I create some trees on a lake, and you see, I make a choice of colors. I have aureolin, Aussie red gold, and anthraquinoid scarlet, and quinacridone purple, sap green, jadeite, genuine, quinacridone sienna, cobalt blue, and ultramarine turquoise. And quinacridone gold. You must have it for October. You just must have it for every season. I love that color very much. It's a very strong color, like the jaded. It's just a cold in a hand, a gun in a hand from a kid. You must can paint with them. It's a very strong color, and you just must take it very, very, very carefully. So the next one I want to show you, you see, it's just the sap green, the Aussie red gold, and here is the jadeite. And you have the cobalt blue for the sky. And the next one, you can see here also cobalt blue, a little bit sap green, the anthraquinoid scarlet, just a little bit quinacridone gold. And here you can take the red again and the green again. And you just have a wonderful autumn. So some grapes, also October. It's a quinacridone purple and a little bit jadeite with a mixed green. And here we go, the last one. So you see there are some mixes with that three colors. I like to uh, paint with triads. And so you can take with thumb, splash, and splatters wonderful trees. And now I will show you that colors. And I have take it on plate, and I want to paint it the aureolin at first, and we mix it here. The second is the Aussie red gold. That's a wonderful, strong color. I love it so much. When I see it the first time, it was love on the first look. And also the red. It's such a beautiful red. And the next one is a quinacridone. I also love the quinacridones. And this is quinacridone purple. They are so strong, and I love it how they show the colors. And they have a strong color and they stay strong. And I love that. Next one is sub cream. That's very much water. The sub green is just a wonderful middle green. It's not it's like the grass in summer. And now it comes the jadeite, very strong. And you see, you just must take very much water on it, and then you have to control. And now it comes next favorite for me. It's the quinacridone sienna. Such a beautiful color. It must be in October. It's an autumn color.
I'm sorry, which color was that?
That was quinacridone sienna.
Thank you.
And now it's the ultramarine turquoise. And then we have the cobalt blue. And cobalt blue is my favorite blue. I love it very much because I take it always in my skies, and it's a wonderful harmonic blue. You can take it everywhere and can mix it very well. And so it's a very nice color for me. And now it comes the next strong color. It's quinacridone gold. It's the star. Under the colors, and very, very strong. Goes everywhere inside. And so you can take a little bit from. And now we have 2 minutes. That's enough. We go on the other side, and I will show you some very fast hortensia. That's a stick. And I use just here this sharp edge. Go inside the water and just make some circles. And it must not be perfect. Nothing is perfect. And I go with a little bit spray water on it. And take the brush, go into sub green, and just make some Splash on it. Spray. And go in this wonderful cobalt blue. And so we can go to the next ambassador I have.
Yes, we can
Much
go to
time.
Angela.
Thank you so much.
Sabine.
Hmm?
If Angela is ready, I'm finding the camera. Okay, the top camera of Angela. Here we are. Welcome, Angela, again. Thank you. Angela, I don't hear your voice.
Hi,
Mic
can
is
you hear
off
me?
Okay.
now. Mhm.
Okay. Here I have done some colors. I don't know what's wrong here. Can you hear an echo?
No,
No
no
echo.
echo.
You're fine.
Okay. So I have chosen some colors here with together with Catherine. That's in my house at the moment. And here are some beautiful autumn colors, I think. Hematite, genuine. I don't know if you can see the hematite genuine here at the bottom. And sub green with a quinacridone deep gold. Here I was splattering with my brush, with my tooth brush. I was doing like that. Like Sabine does for her wonderful trees. This is like a triad of autumn colors. And then I wanted to explore also the same triad that is in the autumn set. You know, this beautiful set. This I can continue when it dries. At the moment, it is a bit wet because I put some water in it. But see the granulation of the hematite together with the quinacridone deep gold here and here. See the granulation? I love granulation, as you know. And sub green, also beautiful, mixed with the quinacridone deep gold. Okay, when it dries, we can continue and do some lines or do something. And now I would like to continue with the same autumn mix and show you some mixes with the autumn mix. As you know, it is rose of ultramarine, Orsi red gold, and undersea green. These are the three colors in this set, this beautiful set, the autumn set. Let's do something and then we can also use some other colors maybe. October hasn't really started. I mean, the autumn is just about to start. The leaves are still in the trees, but they are starting to fall now. And at the end of this month, we have our festivity in Girona, the main festivity for the whole year. And then we have plenty of the same leaves that Giovanni was showing, that shape of leaves. So, ready?
We're ready.
Yes, go.
Go!
With the romantic cotton.
Romantic autumn, you really want romantic? Oh, here, look at the sun setting. Painting very softly, very softly. And the trees will be here, above it. on the sea green, mixed with the autumn light that is so golden. Autumn light, today, for example, the sunset was quite golden. I am used to a lot of water because I like the colors to flow. But here the paper is dry, so I better wet it a little. Look what happens. The trees get some roots. And we'll use a little bit more of the the color, the Aussie Red Gold. Wow, I love that. Let me tilt it a little.
It's also, Angela, a wonderful granulation in the middle.
Exactly. And that is the beautiful undersea green.
Yes.
I have to free this plug, just a moment. Now I can tilt it better. I like to incline it sideways.
Angela, what is your paper taped to? Is that like plexiglass? Plastic?
The what? The
What
base?
you have your paper taped to?
Yeah, that is sort of plexiglass.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So
you could use it as a palette too if you wanted.
Yeah, definitely. See how the granulation goes? And now we need an accent of rose of ultramarine that will give it an oomph, don't you think? Rose of ultramarine. Let me spray a little. More roots again. That is a very granulating color too. I don't know, you cannot see, right? Now you can see.
I love how when it mixes with the green, it starts to turn like a really pretty brown.
Exactly. And there is a little bit of Aussie red gold, yes, here. It's like a very, very
Pretty.
beautiful, romantic, isn't it romantic?
It is romantic.
So
I think the October is the most romantic month.
really,
You have red, you have orange, you have wonderful sunsets, you have clear mountains.
yes, clear skies.
Yes.
Yes, these days we've had the most beautiful autumn days here. Today, not so much, it was a bit cloudy, but we've had such beautiful autumn days. I will finish just a little bit more green for the trees, and that will be it.
Beautiful mixes, Angela.
Thank you, dear. Will you do some mixes today as well?
Yes.
Great. I can't wait to watch you.
Oh, thanks.
So this is my autumn scene, a romantic autumn scene. Thank you. We can go to the next ambassador.
Yes, we go to Ashley. Thank you, Angela, so
Thank
much.
you very much.
So we go to Ashley. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, real quick, I am posting my colors in the chat just to make it easier for you guys. And in the Zoom side, there's actually an image of my swatches so that you can get a visual of them. So this is kind of funny because it's almost an extension of my demo Friday because I'm using the same 3 sticks, but I added in one more of each color. So Friday I used Serpentine, Moon Glow, and Quinacridone Burnt Orange. And those are, I just love green, purple, and orange for Halloween. So I went all in on the Halloween vibe today. And so these are the colors I'm going to be using, all of them in stick form. And I had to kick my cat out because she was trying to eat my twinkle lights, and that was unacceptable. So, and then honorable mention today, I'm going to be bringing in a little bit of our beloved walnut ink. So I'm excited about that. All right, so let me remove these swatches off my desk so we can paint. So I've sketched out some fun, like spooky, witchy things. I tried not to get too dark with this, but I thought this would be fun. And then I also used some of our masking fluid to do like the magic 8-ball or not 8-ball, you know what I mean? The magic future ball and some of the stuff on the mushrooms and whatnot. So I thought that would be kind of fun. So, like I said, I love, love, love sticks. I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. So here are the 6 colors that I'll be using today. What I love about mixing on sticks, I'm going to say this over and over again until I'm blue in the face. I love mixing on the sticks or just mixing on paper. It gives you so many different, I always like to say nuances in the colors that you get. Let's start with the snake. We've got 2 greens here, and I'm going to do rich green gold. Now, this color reminds me of pickle juice. It's such a fantastic color. And I haven't used this stick much yet, so I'm excited about this one. And then I mean, look how much pigment I just got out of that one little swipe. And then I'm gonna zoom in, guys. I'll go slow so you don't get sick. Don't want to make anybody dizzy today. So these are so pigmented. Sometimes I get too much pigment and I have to dip my brush in water and then kind of pull pigment out like this. But can you see how it looks like pickle juice?
What is pickle juice?
Like pickled cucumbers, Angela.
There you go. Okay.
You know, like that green juice that's left behind. My daughter likes to drink it out of the jar. I think it's a little, I don't know. It's not my thing, but to each their own.
Very good.
They say it is very healthy.
Yeah, it can be. I actually made my own pickles like in a fermented way, and that's when you really get the good gut bacteria. All right, while that snake is drying, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna use Imperial Purple. This color is really magical, so I figured it would be really good to use for my fortune teller ball here. My masking fluid is dry. You can tell it's dry when it turns kind of yellow and looks kind of translucent. So just be aware of that. I love this color. Imperial Purple is a mix of 2 colors that so it's purple, but they separate out and you get pink undertones. And it's just beautiful. So I'm going to dip my brush in water. We'll blend all that out. You'll see this as it dries, how magical it is. Trying to remember. Ultramarine and quinacridone red. So basically it's the same pigment as our rose of ultramarine, but with more ultramarine and less. So it's such a fun Such a fun mix. I love Rose of Ultramarine, but it does lean a little more. If we're comparing, it leans a little more towards the rosy. All right, we'll let that dry. I'm going to show you the swatch really quick though, so you can see what I'm talking about. You see here how the pink is shining through? It's very pretty. That's going to look really cool. And then, all right, let's go over to, I want to make a brown. I know I've got walnut ink here and I could just cheat and use my walnut ink, but I want to make a brown using some of the colors I have here. So I love quinacridone sienna. And let me show you these compared. Quinacridone burnt orange and quinacridone sienna, that's the difference, if you're wondering. So quinacridone sienna is a lot more vibrant and bright, whereas quinacridone burnt orange is just a little more earthy, toned down. Both of them are just so stunning. So I'm gonna grab let's see, what should we do? Should we see what would happen with the serpentine? You can tell when I've used a stick a lot because it starts to get that hole in the middle. You see that? It's got a little cavity in the middle there. And that's how we can make, and I like to swatch things, you know me. So there's kind of a warm brown there. Want a little more of the green. And then if you really want to have some fun, grab your purple and add a little of that. Now we're talking. So see how you can use 3 sticks. You don't need to buy the whole range. I highly recommend buying the whole range, but you don't need to. You can just mix what you have. We have a couple sets that are pre-made that you could get and mix all kinds of stuff. You just have to play. I'm just trying to get enough pigment here that I can paint my book. Oh yeah, that's pretty. My spell book. I love October and I love Halloween. It's my favorite. I think my 2 favorite months are June and October. June because it's like the beginning of summer and the month I got married. And then October, I love the change of seasons. I love fall. I love all of it. I mean, where I live, it's so pretty in the fall. There's always this like feeling of winter looming. Because winters here can be kind of rough. But I just try to remember we're in our warm house. It's okay. And we need cold seasons to remind us how fun summer is. Okay. So you see how I can make it really, really rich. Guys, that's these 3 colors. I make it really deep, dark, rich brown, and I can fade it. So that's really fun. Grab a little more. If you haven't tried mixing just with sticks and no palette, I recommend trying it. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm gonna put those down for a minute. I'm gonna come back to our snake. And we used rich green gold for the base layer. I'm gonna use serpentine because serpent, get it? I know that's not what it means, but so we're gonna give this guy some undertones here. See how these 2 colors layer so beautifully. I love it. Okay. Can you see the magic happening there? When that's dry, I'll remove the masking fluid for you so you can see. And then let's talk about orange really quick. I did paint a pumpkin here, and I've got a pumpkin right here. And I love how this has green little splatters. So I was thinking I could do that as well. I'm going to use quinacridone sienna just because I want you guys to see this color by itself. Let's just get a whole bunch. Yes, that's pretty. I feel like I'm coloring in a coloring book. It's very relaxing. And I'm gonna splatter the green on while it's wet. Just have some fun with it and see. So some pigments are pushier than others, and they'll push each other out of the way. So it's fun to play around with that idea and see which ones. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and splatter. Look at that. So the green is actually pushing the orange out of the way, and I could even like make it there. Drop some on.
What green is that?
This is serpentine.
Ah, yes.
Sorry, it's not focusing. Okay. I'm not keeping track of my time very good. How much do I have left?
Nothing. It's over, thank you.
It's over. Okay.
It's already over.
Thanks, guys. All right.
come
I'll keep
back.
painting. Thank you.
Fun subjects, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Hello, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Erkin.
Hello. Thank you, Ethel. Thank you, Letizia, for including. Okay. At the Zoom meeting we made on 14th of August, we checked the watercolor triad autumn colors, which are rose of ultramarine, undersea green, and Aussie red gold. As you may remember, I showed my chart that I made with these colors, and I made some experiment there, mixing these colors with each other and with some other colors, and using these mixes today for this session. I made these pumpkins.
That's awesome, Erkin. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. For the surface of pumpkins, I used mostly Aussie red gold. For the dark places, I used rose of ultramarine and some lunar black, or in some lighter areas, I used undersea green with rose of ultramarine. This mixture. In some brown areas, I used rose of ultramarine with Aussie red gold, this mixture. For the background, I used some phthalo green blue shade with rose of ultramarine in some areas. Undersea green with cobalt blue, and again rose of ultramarine with lunar black in some areas, dark areas. So this is my painting for this week, this session. Thank you.
Great. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
So after Erkin, we go to Behnik. So again, we are in Europe again. So welcome to Behnik again.
Besnik, your mic.
We don't hear you. Oh,
No.
it's off.
Shall
Sorry.
we have Lou first and then Besnik?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay, but she's back.
A little
It's
bit.
okay. You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I had to remove the phone just to press the unmute button because it was, when we fix it in these tripods, I couldn't
Oh, yeah.
just push it. Sorry, guys. So I just did some of the swatches. these colors really remind me on autumn. As many of you said, autumn, when it starts, it seems like the cold is coming, but for me, it's really romantic season. I really love autumn after so many hot days during summer. So it always reminds us on the leaves, which are brownish, reddish. So I would definitely, if I would be painting a autumn scene, I would use from the ochres. Definitely, I would choose lunar earth. I did it here. Italian burnt sienna, burgundy red ochre, roasted French ochre, goethite Verona gold ochre. This is Mayan blue genuine, and this one is Cascade green, one of the greens. In here, I didn't do yet. I can do it in meantime. Can be lunar violet or lunar black. So I won't be doing any landscape. I will just show the same colors how I would use doing a portrait. So in here I already prepared a portrait which I used to do it in Antalya, but I couldn't go. It's a portrait of a good friend of mine, Mahmoud. I already did it, but I will show it how I would start here very fast with a pencil, how I would do the drawing, and then how many minutes I have, like I would do some maybe background as an autumn scene and do some touch up in the face. How many minutes do I have? Hello?
We still have uh, 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
Oh my God, 7 minutes,
Yeah,
you
because
cannot
you
do
have
even
to.
you cannot do anything.
You have to be
Anyway.
the fastest man in the universe.
You can.
Okay, let's do something very fast and use the same colors in here. So I will start, definitely, I will start with this color, Verona gold ochre. Solve it. So as many of you can see, I also use the masking liquid here for the white beard.
Besnik, did you go to Turkey this year?
I couldn't make it because I had some health issues. I was a little bit feeling ill, some nausea and some vomiting, and I just had to cancel. I don't know what happened. So for this part, I would use
Wait a minute.
now I would add a little bit of Italian burnt sienna. I already have the colors here in the palette, so I'm mixing Italian burnt sienna, just a pinch of it, just to have a little bit more reddish here. Oops.
Mm.
We'll go down till it gets a little bit dry. I will go down on the beard. I would definitely use as the first only lunar black. It will be a good mix of of masking liquid that I used and the lunar black effect. So I'm going directly without wetting the paper.
Oh, there is a masking fluid underneath, yeah.
Yeah, I said it. I used the masking liquid. So to get the a little bit whiter.
It's beautiful already.
I always say like lunar black is a magical one. even by itself without even using the masking liquid or whatever. You can get very nice effects. Granulation. I think all of us are in love with this beautiful color. Even in the glasses, I will dissolve just a tiny bit of Mayan blue, just a little bit, just to give a little bit reflection of glass. I'm not using gravity, so it's all flat. This mix that I did with French, roasted French ochre. And this part down, is it visible? I will just move a little bit of the camera. I will go with dry brush. I will go with more of lunar black. This famous brush, only water and lunar black. I want to have some scratchy, nice expressive brush stroke here in the part of shirt or whatever.
Besnik,
Yes.
can you repeat what color you mixed lunar black with? What?
Only water, lunar black
Oh,
and only water, no
oh,
color.
water. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you.
Welcome. In here, I will be adding some buildings, but now I'm going only pure with the lunar black dissolved. So it's only pure here, but left from this part down that I used. Using the other brush, this one, which is, you already know, more softer. Just picking more water.
Meanwhile, I'm going also to Loel, who's waiting.
Yes, please. I will just go further with painting. So thank you everyone for
Thank you so
watching.
much.
Thank you, Besnik.
Thank you, Gio, thank you, Letty, thank you everyone.
Esnick, I love your portraits. Let's
Oh, thank you so much.
let's do a boo bloom, a Halloween inspired little scary flower. So the colors that I have, I just kind of gathered up from my paint table. They were kind of just random things I've been using over the last couple of weeks. This one is walnut ink. This one is iridescent gold, and this is such a gorgeous combo for fall leaves. It really just doesn't get any better than these two things together. I use these together over and over and over again. This is another favorite. It's a walnut ink mixed with Cascade Green gouache. This is some Piemontite, and this purple mix is actually from last week. It's a mix made to match Sooty Lights. It looks a lot like Carzol, but it layers really beautifully. It's quins and phthalos to make this really beautiful purple that will layer. So this is just a fun little flower. So I'm going to start by just drawing a face. We'll give him some little, eyes and a little scared mouth. And I'll drop some water in with, I love these dagger brushes, especially for petals, because I can make the edges a little bit rough. And I'll start with my purple mix. When I think autumn, purple and pinks are actually my favorite go-tos. I think it's because my favorite leaves are dogwood leaves, and often they'll get these beautiful pinks and purples as they turn. So we'll just give this guy some color. So just a fun little Halloween themed flower. I'll keep drawing my color out into some other petals.
What did you say? Oh, what color did you say? Excuse me.
Yeah, so this mix was made to match Sui Light, and it's 6 parts Quin Magenta, 4 parts Phthalo Blue Red Shade, with just a little bit of Quin Red mixed in, and it results in a color that looks a lot like Carbazole Violet, but we'll do this layering that I really love, the transparent layering.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, and I grabbed it because it was still living on the desk from last week, and it was just a really pretty purple that has a behavior that I really like. So I'm just going to splash some of these in. I'll take some Piemontite. And while that settles, I'll come back with my walnut ink and Cascade Ring Wash just to make a little stem. Pretty thick. And he's scared, so we'll give some little. My son and I used to play a game called Surprise Face. You put your hands to your cheeks and go, ah. So we'll give this a little, that kind of vibe. So I'll just keep kind of adding to my little color mixes. I'm looking forward. I know we're getting really close to time. I'm curious how some of the other pieces that we watched are coming along. I'll sprinkle some gold in really quickly just to give it some sparkle.
It's really a scary face.
It's so frightening. And then we're gonna make it a little bit Frankenstein here. Give it some scars and a little, maybe some stitches right over here.
Now I'm really scared.
When he dries, it'll be something like this. So I love October and happy early Halloween. Thank you, you guys.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Lyle.
Thank you, Lo. We're gonna show an artwork by Mark. There you go. Mark?
Yeah,
You
hi
wanna share
everyone.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I live on the east coast of Canada, and 2 things we're known for here is our snow, obviously, but we also have amazing fall colors in our leaves and our foliage around here. It's quite spectacular, and it's actually just happening now. And it happens fairly quickly, so you got like 2 or 3 weeks, and then it's gone. But what is so nice is that the colors change so rapidly and so beautifully. And as you see, I've got some punchy colors there because the fields and the hills and the valleys are just covered in these beautiful colors, and it's just amplified when it rains and they're nicely saturated. So I want to capture some of those colors, and the colors that I've chosen there are quin gold, quinacridone purple, quinacridone magenta, naphthalide maroon, transparent pale orange, and serpentine genuine. And for the darks, I use a bit of Mayan dark blue because it's got a nice blue tinge to it. But yeah, it's just the way the colors pop, and you wouldn't believe that some green leaves would change into those kind of colors. But to watch them go from a green to a gold to a yellow to a maroon to a brown is quite spectacular. So that's what I try to capture there.
It's so beautiful that I want to go there.
Yeah.
You must come, yes.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay, let's
you
put
all.
let's spotlight
Yeah.
everyone's output. Geo's, Ashley's, Rickens, Pumpkins. What else? Angela's, Angela Topcom. Oh, there you go. Oh, the
No,
other
no.
one.
The other one.
Who else did we miss? Besnick's already there. Any of our guests painted along? We could.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a number of you today. Barb, David. This is Barb's. Anna as well.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, wow.
Angela,
Angela
Sabine.
inspired.
Oh, nice, Anna.
This is going to drop, but that's Lowell
Oh,
and
you did
Bessie.
all.
So scary.
And
Fantastic.
Giovanni.
Mhm.
And Ashley.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Busy.
Thank you so
Love
much,
it.
everybody.
Thank you.
Karen.
Thank you.
Also,
I
Karen's
love your pumpkins.
pumpkins.
Oh
So
yeah, that's a
Mary's
scary flower.
Mary's Geo's tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There.
Oh, scarecrow.
David. Thank you all for sharing. Let's put everyone's
Thank you, everyone.
I love Erkin's jack-o'-lanterns.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
See you.
Oh wow.
Beautiful.
That's so many. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And you can do more and more and more. So you have again another 2 weeks to go to paint something. Also in November too. So you're following us. Thank you for following us. We really
See
appreciate
you
it.
all tomorrow.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, guys. See
We'll
you.
wait for you.
Thanks,
Our guest
everybody.
artist
Thank
will
you.
be connecting
Bye-bye.
live all the way from Vietnam. So don't miss it.
No, see you all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.